Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome back to our continuing series of live streams of Genshin Fontaine. We've had some good times, some really intense stories. We've cried, we've cheered, we've watched a ginger boy get absolutely bodied by a man who I think is an incarnation of water or something. You really never know what's going to happen here. Well, we are going to hop into it. I guess I should give a little bit of prologue. Today, we are going to be checking out some of the open world puzzles. I was playing some co-op with a friend of mine, my wife, the T-Ghost. And, oh, T-Ghost. Right. And we came across a pretty good series of puzzles that I thought represented kind of how puzzles work in this new zone really well. And I wanted to show it to y'all. So we're going to be doing a bit of simulated discovery to check out what this can be like. And then we're going to go talk to a man named Virgil, who I've never spoken to. I hear he's a total asshole. But I'm going to pretend like he's going to be my friend and completely trust him, and it will be fine. Fine. All right. Let's get into it. Let's see. Here's my buddy. His name is Tartaglia, and he's in perfectly good health and totally free right now. You can see he's walking around. He's feeling great. Yeah. We should get to it and hanging out with my friend Child, who is fine and okay. Okay. So let's get us started. Ignore that. That's for grinding later. So we got here a bit of a puzzle for us. We have boiling water that's trying to kill me. And I don't know about you, but I hate to get boiled. And so we're going to try and find some way to not get boiled. Because I don't know if you noticed. Well, you couldn't have. I didn't focus the camera on it. But these shinies down there. Not only are they shinies, they got the shine in them. But there's like mining for rocks that I want because I want to craft all the weapons. So we're going to try and find all the solutions to that. And the first puzzle that I see is that, oh, there's a little treasure chest box here. That's what this is. And it has positive light energy in it. This is called Pneuma energy. And so I need access to Usia energy or dark energy. And I'm going to call them light and dark from now on because I actually admit I love this game. These terms are fucking stupid. So anyway, if I have a character that can just do dark attacks, I can just slap this with that, and that's done and done. But characters who are not from Fontaine don't have access to that. He's just staring at it. Interesting. It draws his attention. I had no idea. We're gonna grab it, and we're just gonna borrow it for a moment. Thank you. And he's an archer, though, so he can just shoot it. Breaks. Okay. So now we got water everywhere. Can I interact with this? I can tell it to move. And it goes to the center there. Now, because I've played other puzzles, it didn't come back. So that means to me, I can also see a little orb up there. And that tells me, hey, I'm gonna need more of these water containers. I see one over there, locked. I'm gonna need more of those. So, in his vision, Brianna points out that, this is Child and he still has his vision and it's behaving perfectly fucking normally. It's all fine. My boy is okay.
Allow me! Into the wind.
Now, if you're not able to follow all this nonsense that's going on with the fight, that's fine. I have a very good party. I've maybe spent a little money in this game. I try not to think about how much I've spent. It's not like a lot, but it's more than I should have. Wow, I should not have done that. It doesn't mind. I've got a wet friend who can take care of all the damage I ever take. Thank you, wet friend. That's my fish girlfriend. Alright. So, we've got two of them over there. There could be two, there could be three, there could be four. Looks like they're arranging like a triangle, so usually that's going to mean there's three. Now, I find myself in a bit of a pickle. Because here's the one I want, and it's surrounded by fiery things. Now, we've all played video games before. So I can shoot this with the fire arrow. You've all seen my favorite magician boy, who I'm not using for a reason. To demonstrate that you can do all of this without one of the characters from this region. Then I'll bring characters from this region and we'll fuck around. Alright. I think this will do it. Yeah. So this guy does wind abilities, and that causes something called swirl. And if wind hits certain elements, water, ice, fire, and electricity, they swirl them, they spread them to things nearby. And that spread the fire over there. Now I could have used an archer, I could have just cast a fire spell, there are all sorts of things I could have done. Now, oh, that's kind of cute. So I only ever saw one of those little blocks over there. I also incidentally could have done. Can I light a fire arrow? Yeah, I think so. Maybe I cannot. Nah, I don't think I can. All right. So these water things are kind of interesting. They're like the Anemo, the Anemo bugs from other zones, but they also have this strange property where if you're wet, you actually make them stronger. Which means I can stand here, and I've just got this water aura that will fill up these bottles. And I did it. So a teleport point appeared there because I forgot and mashed a bunch of buttons. But now I interact with this whole teleport thing. And it is sending me someplace I do not know. And it is, let me tell you, usually these send you just a little way. This is sending me real fucking far. Oh, I'm supposed to go in here. And what a strange place this is. Oh, wow. Okay, so it broke that wall for me, which I don't think I would have been able to break on my own. So now I'm underwater. And this is entirely new. This was added with this new update. Now all of the characters can swim. I will show you something special when I change to the other party. But I have none of my old abilities. So there's a healer in this party, but actually I don't have no damn healer now. And also, you may notice that I'm not drowning. Because here in Fontaine, you don't drown. You just have stamina like normal underwater. You can dash, you can go up and down and all that stuff. It's really good. Also, if you're viewing your character from behind, this censorship mist appears, which is very funny to me because they were just real coy about you just staring at characters' butts. Because this is a game that celebrates staring at some nice butts, but they were like, this is too much even for us. So we have one ability right now, and it's like a little whip. But if we whip guys that have these special symbols over them, we steal their powers! So now I have a right trigger ability as well, and I can charge up a punch, and I can boop, and I can break things. I can break those blue rocks specifically, and I can just punch dudes with it, because sometimes you just gotta punch a dude. Now, one other special factor of this is I can quick trigger it to just give myself a shield. Very, very helpful. And if something hits me while I've got this up, while I'm charging an attack, I will do a special, like, double strength projectile attack. Or actually, I think it's more than double strength, but I will fuck up a dude. So there's quite a lot going on in here. And this is actually a shockingly good team, I guess. Hey, Kazuha. Fucking solve the problem.
Hold the line! Who's next?
I do realize that showing off literally one of the most complicated characters in the whole video game is a pretty funny thing for me to do. Okay, so this chamber, this lava chamber, is hiding a bit. Hey. Is hiding a bunch of stuff. But you saw these hydro cores earlier, and it was like, oh, what do I do with this? If I collect 3 of them, or if I stand inside that water, I can make them big. But I can also just install it right here. Oh, need to be condensed from the hydrogana. Well, now I'm going to stand in the boiling water. Cool, great. Take care of it. And now I will install this here, and that'll put out that fire, and it will stay out. And that is probably what this wants. So we see another fire over there, and we're just supposed to pick this up. You've played this game enough, you started to notice, like, hey, there are a lot of torches around. Maybe I should go fuck them up. And it's great.
Hold the line! One with nature!
Oh, shit.
Wings of darkness!
I didn't know you were there, buddy.
Sever night!
Canada Day!
With wind and cloud!
Look how very Canada it has become in here. Alright. So we need another hydro thingy, because we need to get some dro. We need to install it there. So let's go looking for some dro. Well, okay, that's suspect. Usually when you break one of these, no matter how you break it, it's gonna rain. But it's really sus to find just one standing alone. Yeah, I see you. And now it's raining on me, so I think it's gonna power up all on its own without me having to stand in boiling water. Because boiling water, that hurts. And you can see from this locked little plinth that there is one more thread leaving. There were, if I had walked up to this thing first, little threads. Went to each of those. But I just, you know, I play this game a lot and saw, oh, hey, I should fix those. Fire bad. Hate fire. But now I'm really far away from water. How am I gonna... Oh, there are three little things. Wow, that looks significant. Of course, you could just bring a water elemental character and just you don't give a fuck about the mechanic. Is it gonna stay solved? Is that... Hey, yo, I've played this game hundreds of hours, learned something new every day. I should search this room before I hit that, because I know what that's gonna do. The solution, if you don't have just a really baller water person around, is, hey, look, here's 3 Hydro things. I can grab the Hydro things. Could be called Hydrograna, who knows? Oh, we've got somebody... Darth Japo has entered the chat. Hello, Darth Japo. It's good to see you, and if you have a secret real-life identity, I don't know what it is. But it's good to see you. Okay, we'll actually trigger this thing. So now that all 3 things are triggered, that's unlocked. Wow. Gosh, I wish I had a 3rd character to do this with. A 3rd account to do this on. And I could really screw with this and just not use the Hydrograna for any of it. But... Boop! The spring water gushes forth from the... They really didn't expect you to read that. Oh! I don't have the ability anymore, because as soon as you get out of the water, you can't do it. So I was mentioning earlier that I have, like, literally the best healer in the video game, Kokomi here, Sengano Miya Kokomi. And she basically lets me pretend that the game is easy mode, because I'm just an unkillable god. It is good to be back. I've been streaming so much, and honestly, but between Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, I am absolutely feasting. So here's a mini boss. Iron Viscount, spin to win. But I can't heal while I'm down here because I don't have that ability. But these little friendly fish, fuck off. That's that parry mechanic I was talking about. Oh shit, hell. I'm, like, great at language. I care about it a whole bunch. Oh, I'm gonna do this a few times in a row. And I have a cooldown on my ability. Okay. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so, that has taken a lot of practice to be able to do, because I used to fight that guy in 2 close quarters, and he just messes you right up. Because you can't actually recharge your charge attack in time, so you have to stand a little ways away from him. I am stunned. Look, folks, that guy's killed me before. I'm very proud of me. So this thing here is oh god, it's a... Well, the word to it's lost. Current. It's current. And basically we're going to turn into a flying shooter game for a bit. But I don't think there are actually things to avoid in here, because this is just to impress me and know how the game is very, very cool. So that was a big volcanic chamber, and it's now entirely flooded. And, oh, ooh, apparently there is a special kind of power-up up ahead. I see it. I try to get these things. They are called hydroculuses. And actually, probably later I may have enough to actually use them. So here we found ourselves in a little chamber. And also, we don't have a way to get back. We can climb out of this place and get back. But we can't do that right now. These are like little treasure chests that will only ever give you money. So they're not going to give us Primogems, the thing that I want, so I can have more boys and more girls. But right now, I guess I'm pulling for Lynette right now as well. So, boys and girls. the cat variety in that specific case. Hey boys, how's it going? You enjoying your little dance party over there? Having a good time? Core cooling. So because we turned down that big lava pool down there, hey, the temperature here, it's nice and warm, not scalding like before. Paimon loves us. And you can tell this is a side quest because Paimon was unvoiced. Or really, you can tell it's not the main quest, so Paimon was unvoiced. Oh, I need you. So, I can whip these things all day long. I can try. It won't even target them. But to no avail. But if I steal the power of Crab... yeah, I was with you when that boss kicked the shit out of both of us. So, Brianna, I'm just super proud of me. Brianna, my silent partner, and T-Ghost, is the person whose world I did this in the first time and was like, wow, I love this. This was really good. And so it fills me with joy. And there's another treasure chest down here. Do the bill of mining. You get to see me do a small amount of grind. Oh gosh, let me grab this and see if I can demonstrate a thing. So Genshin has a pretty strange development history. All the Hoyo's first games, I think all of them, are either mobile or were mobile only, so Android, iPhone, or they are mobile and consoles and PC and stuff. Honkai will be coming to consoles very soon, but sometimes little bits of the UI remain from being a mobile game, and so this, clicking the right stick to select between different things here, is genuinely one of the worst imaginable ways to do this. If you're playing on a mouse and keyboard, it is on the mouse wheel that you select between the items that are dropped at your feet. I find it really satisfying to tap and pick up things here. Obviously, this game, although I hear that the Genshin devs are not happy with how much it gets this comparison, but it's clearly heavily inspired by Breath of the Wild. So I'm going to switch to the party that hopefully we won't run into particularly hard fights. This is the party I call Canon, because in theory they're actually all there except for Bennett, who we're babysitting right now. And then we're going to find an opportunity. One strange thing. Oh, Milady is dead. Excuse me. Milady, the main character, is currently deceased. She has ceased living inside of the mortal plane. Oh, hey, Engine Girl, welcome! I'm glad to see you here. I'm just doing some Fontaine. I'm essentially just kind of showing off the open world puzzles. We just finished the one that I intended to show off and do, but I think we're going to get a couple more opportunities because I'm going to do a world quest. But I want to show off one dumb thing about this. Let's grab Benny Boy. Benny Boy, I need you to swim. I need you to dive underwater. And I need you to try to swim up to the top. That wasn't very exciting. I wonder if, perhaps, the new characters... This is Lenny. He's my favorite. He's my, well... I was gonna say that he's a mischievous theater fuckboy, but I forgot that I was gonna show this to some coworkers, so I'll just have to edit that part out. But that's definitely what he is. He can kind of breach. So all of the new characters can do this dumb thing that when I get out into the ocean, I will endlessly do, and you will all get motion sick because it is just... Oh, I was not running. And it is just a delightful little tiny touch. To just fucking fish dive like a flying fish. It's incredible. And both Lenny and his sister Lynette and the Hydro Traveler, and I have no idea if the Traveler aligned with other elements can also do it. But we've brought her along because she likes to shoot a squirt gun.
Water jet!
And it's great to hear Sarah say water jet instead of wind blade. She delivers the lines just as well, even years later at this point. But it's still very funny. There's something very strange about shouting water jet. Oh! I'm gonna do one more open world puzzle. And I'm gonna voice a character that I initially hated and I'm growing to slowly love. Oh! There's one thing to say. You might see, I wish I could gesture. Ba, 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 ba. In the top left of the screen, there's a mini-map, and you can see a little hand icon kind of in the direction I'm facing. I'll face that direction. And you can see a little fish icon over here. Those come from passive abilities on the characters. So Lynette here can detect those healing fish. I slipped out. You may have seen me heal by swimming through a group of little fish. She actually has a little radar that lets you find those little fish. Because let me tell you, in a fight, that's fucking hard. Also, she loves tea, and I love her. But Lenny here, he has the ability to detect unique resources to the region of Fontaine. And so those roses in front of me are in fact this guy's level up material. And he can detect them. And so they will just show, the nearest one will appear on the minimap. Hello, buddies!
Surprise!
I will not besmirch the power of the Hydro Traveler. Get healed. Bennett? Benny?
Teamwork is
Let's end
teamwork!
this. And that was that. Ta-da! Wow, that bow was phenomenally well timed. Alright. Oh! Okay, so this is a neat puzzle. This is a puzzle that can only be done by archers, because they're the only ones that can aim like this. I guess technically I could do this as the Hydro Traveler, but she'd probably die of poisoning herself. I guess they both do that, though. So now I've got to shoot the switch to actually make the rest of the puzzle appear, which I think is pretty neat. This is a really simple little puzzle. This is, I think, the first time they've employed switches in this fashion in the game. I am told that Dendro Traveler may also do the fish diving. So it seems they just gave the Traveler generally the ability. I guess I should be a little clear about saying the Traveler. The main character of the game, you get to choose to be either a boy or a girl very, very early on in the game. Like literally your first input, I think, is choosing between boy and a girl. And that character we always refer to as the Traveler, because this is them, and the dialogue will call them the Traveler, although they will, in the subtitle, usually replace that with your name. Her name is Milady. There is the other one, the one that you don't choose, becomes the sibling, and is also an important character in the story. Okay! What are you going to say this time, you nasty, awful little girl? Hello, it's nice to see you two again. I'm sorry what I said about you, Salza. Hi, Salza. Oh, right. About what happened last time. Paimon, sorry. Are you still angry? Last time? What happened? Paimon shouldn't have brought up a nasty topic like homework when you were in a good mood. Oh, that. Actually, I really forgot about my homework. Huh? When I got home, I realized that I hadn't finished my homework. If it weren't for you, I would have been scolded by Mom and Dad, and my teacher too. See, I told you it was for Salza's sake. It's all thanks to Paimon's foresight. Hee. Well, I guess it's a fluke then. It's all thanks to Paimon that everything turned out well, okay? It all worked out. I finished my homework, so Mom and Dad are pleased, and I didn't have to try so hard to put on an act. Everyone's happy, so this is the perfect ending. Paimon was worried for nothing. What a huge loss. Yep, Paimon was so worried about upsetting Salza that she could barely enjoy her food. That's saying a lot, by the way, for Paimon. Who would have thought that that ever-reliable Salza would have made such a blunder? That's because I'm still a kid. Isn't it normal for children to be forgetful? Even adults forget about things. Dad also forgot to turn in some paperwork before, and not only was he scolded by Mom, but also by the clerk. He ended up being embarrassed for a whole week. It's super terrifying. I'm never going to work at the Fontaine Research Institute. Oh, fuck, kid. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. That's like being in the Department of Control. It's bad times in that place. Well, maybe we'll take a look at it later. We can't go there yet. It's in the future. Your parents work there? Yeah, that's why they're always busy and often away from home. It's better that way. Yeah, they're basically in the SCP. Foundation. If they were at home every day, I wouldn't be able to go out and sketch so often. Stretch so often. She's a little gymnast. No, she's an artist. I like the way it is now. My parents' work is fulfilling, and so is my work. Your work? You mean homework? Of course not. Look, there's a trap left by the evil organization here. Our job is to clear these traps, remember? Ah, the traps. Then it wouldn't be too hard, since we've done the same thing many times before. Milady, let's help Salza again this time. I love that this child's name is just Salza. I'm from Texas. This is just hilarious. Just like how Tildaga didn't grow on weathered roots, rainbow roses won't thrive on underwater riverbeds either. Objects made of different materials also have environments that are suited to, and crystal devices do not go well on muddy ground. Okay, so this is a puzzle unique to this zone, but this would look better in an artificially sculpted or less natural environment. So I'm going to pick up this thing, and it's going to let me put it in a few places. So she said an artificially created environment. So I place it in the muddy road, she'll be disappointed. I can place it here, she'll probably also be disappointed, but I can put it here. And I hope she likes it. Okay. This looks so much better. This is a reconstruction project, right? It's just like how they rebuilt the Fontaine Research Institute. You see, I told you it was bad over there. And restored the ruins to its original state. Really bad over there? Reconstruction project? Yeah, Mom said the central laboratory was a really pretty building before it flew up into the sky. Unlike now. Oh, but some felt that the lab in the sky is more beautiful than it was before, which is why the Fontaine Research Institute is considering launching a ruins tour for outsiders. Don't tell anyone, but I've been to the ruins near the Fontaine Research Institute. That's when I heard about the ruins tour. 2 adults were arguing over whether to leave the ruins as they were, which I bet includes a lot of corpses. One of them said that if it were an ordinary building, people wouldn't be interested in it because Fontaine has so much beautiful architecture. But if it were ruins, people would find it novel, she says, surrounded by ruins. So, if they were to use ruins as a selling point, they would be able to attract many visitors and the Fontaine Research Institute's financial problems would be solved. Excuse me, small child. Tell me about some financial problems. Mom said that the financial problems made it even harder to apply for funding. Where is the funding coming from? Who approves it? I still think the former Fontaine Research Institute is prettier. It looks exactly like the one in the drawings. The lab in the sky now just looks like a trap laid by the evil organization. Its elements are all there, but it's all arranged all wrong. So the way it looks is wrong too. Paimon doesn't really understand, but everything looks pretty good after we rearranged them, according to your suggestions. Is this what they call artistic talent? You're only saying this now? I told you, I'm a great budding artist. All hail the great artist! I'm not just there yet, but I hope the day will come soon. You spend the time relaxing with Salza, then it's time to part. You say your goodbyes, and Salza skips away merrily with her canvas and the small box. The small box that she stands on, which is presumably full of art supplies and her self-confidence. Alright. So now we got a little picture of the area we cleared. It's very cute. I grabbed more roses because I will. Now, Tears of the Kingdom has come out since, you know, whenever the fuck it came out. And it has absolutely well-pilled me. I always have to look inside of wells now. Huh. Swimming, right? Oh, this is where I came out. So this is the well. This is the thing that teleported us back out into the, into the boiling area. Where the current ended, for, bringing us back. So that was what we came out of. Which is why we saw the hilly turtles dancing here. Alright. I think that just about covers the open world nonsense that I wanted to get up to. We'll have a bit more inside the dungeon. God, these guys will get absolutely murdered in the dungeon. Excuse me. They will end up super dead. I mean, I guess. You know, one of them is probably... This is Team Murders a Lot. They murder a lot. It's right there in the name. Bye, Engine Girl. Thank you for dropping by. All right. So, I hear tell that there's this guy named Virgil. Wears a long red coat, 2 guns, all that. That's not true. There's a guy named Virgil. He wears modest clothes, let's say. And he's going to be approached by a small child who's really out of place, a wandering dom, a sweet poetry boy, or a stage magician. I think he's going to talk to a sweet poetry boy. I must say, the weather today is simply wonderful. You are quite the beautiful young lady. Virgil, at your service. I'm Milady, and my companion is called Paimon. Hello, Virgil. Such elegant names. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. It is truly an honor to meet the two of you here. Paimon can't stand much more of this. How did you know we're not from Fontaine? With a glance, it's obvious that you're uncivil... Dog? I will chop your fucking head off. That you're unsatisfied with being bathed in the soft lights of the city, but feel the call of the wild, which will never be illuminated by bright city lights, just like the heroes of the operas. 3 syllables in operas today. Yeah, that's totally true. Milady's an adventurer too. Ad Astra Abasak and all that jazz. Oh my god, this universe has jazz. Because jazz is only ever a word that described the music. That it didn't exist as a word before that. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just really obsessed with language history and what it does to this game. Paimon's the name of a demon. Alright. Ha! I knew it. I love this guy does fucking theatrical asides. Ha! I knew it. Those of the Adventurers Guild are beggarly. Wow. I'm gonna kill this man. No, he's my best friend. Beggarly? Oh, she can hear the aside. Courageous warriors begging with all their heart to unlock the deepest mysteries of the world. They wake with their eyes to the stars above and sleep with their back to the abyss below. Where there is an unknown domain, there is an adventurer who simply must explore it, bravery bursting beyond the brim. That guy's got a lot of bees on the mind. I could not help but notice how your gaze is focused on many things. Well, buddy, that's not... focused on many things. Perhaps you wish to study our sublime arts, our intricate poetry work, clockwork mecha, or our advanced civic culture. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not the civic culture, bud. You're a bunch of weird fascists. It's okay, I guess. Amazing! Paimon didn't even notice the decorations. But Paimon did notice that Fontaine has a ton of delicious foods, and that she sees... that Fontaine has a ton of delicious food that she never sees... that she's never seen anywhere else. I'm... voice actor. Alright. Not bad, isn't it? We have a long and glorious tradition of gourmet culture in Fontaine. Naturally, the two of you must often take your meals in the great outdoors, thus are unfortunately limited in your ability to sample the breadth of Fontaine's superb cuisine, unable to experience the luxurious richness that is leisurely afternoon tea with a few pastries. I've had more of a chance to sample cuisine than you would think. Hey, milady, let's get back on topic. Paimon thinks that Virgil has a commission for us. Most excellent. My 2 exceptional friends. Have you heard of the Lilia Crucis treasure? Nope, haven't heard of that. Well, then, please allow me to explain. This is a legend of lost treasure that has been passed down in Fontaine for centuries. Once there was a secret society called the Lilia Crucis Forum. that was able to extract a great many of the rich and influential. Attract, not extract. Though they humbly called themselves a forum, their actual plan was to overthrow Fontaine itself. I'm in! In the end, their conspiracy was exposed in the coughing noise. The distinguished members of the forum engaged in a thrilling battle with the Maison Gardiennage, but there was ultimately defeated in the climactic showdown. Do you think Pi is pirates? I'm kind of curious. Anyway. However, my dear friends, you must know that they were once the richest and most famous of all Fontaine, and they must have gathered a tremendous amount of wealth. Oh, you're speaking my language, bud. Yeah, they definitely did, and they must have a huge treasure vault somewhere. And then when you open it, wow! It's overflowing with nothing but gold, shining like the sun. Paimon. Correct. They wish to overthrow our beautiful Fontaine, and to do so, they must have amassed a fortune so vast that they could literally be said to have more money than Morax. That's a friend of mine. You shut your mouth. However, this wealth was never found. Oh, we got secret Nazi gold today? So that means that as long as we can find the Lilia Crucis treasure, we'll also be filthy rich. Excellent deduction, my dear Paimon. With that fortune and control of synth... Uh-oh. Okay, folks. This guy just said synth. If you followed the story quest, you know what synth is, but maybe you don't. Synth is a powerful, hallucinogenic, euphoria-inducing liquid drug. You drink it with your mouth, you see. It is made of a heavily diluted mixture of just normal damn water and something called water from the primordial sea. We could go to the primordial sea. It's much smaller now. It's about the size of my living room. If a person from Fontaine comes in contact with too high a concentration of synth, well, not synth, of water from the primordial sea, they get fucking disintegrated. They turn to water and they just whisk away into the Neon Genesis Evangelion person soup. And actually, I guess any shonen anime that goes on too long's person soup. This fucker just let slip that he's a drug dealer. Cough. Anyway, after a lengthy investigation, I have discovered the location of the Lilia Crucis Forum's headquarters. It can be found amidst the underwater ruins outside the city. Buddy, you're gonna have to be more clear about that. Really? What do you think, my dear Paimon? Milady, I hereby sincerely extend an invitation to both of you to become my partners. Yo, dog, that is a little too forward. Oh, that's not the kind of partner you mean. And dive beneath the waves to search for lost treasure. Even though Fontaine's water is different from elsewhere, Paimon can never forget how she was drowning before being rescued by you. Never fear. I am here, Paimon. Yeah, you'll save Paimon again for sure. If that's settled, please allow me to prepare diving equipment for the two of you. I should have the correct sizes. There's no need. Ah, yes, I remember. Vision holders may dive freely in our waters. But if it's you, dear milady, of course, I do not doubt your abilities. Milady is a famed adventurer, and she must be very aware of her limits. But it just so happens that I do not share the same capabilities, so I will have to rely on our homegrown technology to keep myself alive. Be that as it may, shall we begin? Yes, please, lead the way. Your wish is my command. Please follow me. Our destination is not far from the court of Fontaine. Look, okay, I realize it's the same country, but this is not 7th Sea. The court of Fontaine. Thank you very much. You arrive with Virgil at a place that seems a bit deserted. Virgil is wearing diving gear. Blah! Wow, it looks so heavy, so hot, and stuffy. Actually, you can place mist flowers wrapped in cloth inside to lower the temperature. As for the weight, well, just put it in underwater. Just put it underwater. There's no time for delay. Let's go, my friends. Let me see you waddle into the water. Let me see it. You know, Paimon would love to see what... Gosh darn it. Please take extra care of your investigation, you two. The nearby water bodies may contain valuable resources and clues left behind. Wow, they do just not put that text up for very long, huh? Right. I am not tracking the quest. Excuse me, Fishnado? Alright, 1 second. What's this? Uh-oh. I think an event started while I wasn't paying attention. I have transcript now. You know, Paimon would love to see what you look like in diving gear. Please, take extra care in your investigation, you two. The nearby water bodies may contain valuable resources and clues left behind by the forum. Okay. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Alright. So it is this one. An enthusiastic Fontainian. Okay. I guess there's one thing I want to talk about real quick, because it occurred to me that I hadn't covered this. So this is all the kinds of quests that are in progress. We have no Archon quests. Now, for people who've seen the previous stream, all of those fully voiced big cutscene nonsense stuff, those are Archon quests. Those are the special quests that are like the main storyline of the game, and they are lavishly produced. We then have story quests. Story quests will also oftentimes be fully voiced, and those are tied to specific characters. You actually pick them up, you like essentially buy them from a little menu, but they don't cost money, they just cost the keys that you get for like playing through. You can't even pay for this. This is just, they want you to kind of go through them at a certain pace. And I will do the Linny one later. I'm running out of time. Armored Core 6 comes out on Friday, and I will not be streaming Genshin when Armored Core 6 is out for a little bit. Unless somehow they fucking disappoint me. Which I don't think is really possible. Here are commission quests, which is another category. These arguably have a story sometimes, but these are just do your dailies, get prima gems, the hard currency, for having a good time. And then finally there are world quests. These can be as simple as like side quests that are literally like go over this hill, kill some guys. But oftentimes these can be huge, sprawling, multi-quest things with loads and loads of dialogue and all sorts of like weird stuff. The big thing is they are never voice acted. And that's very frustrating for certain other ones of them. I have, off-stream, done one of the story quests inside of this realm, and if we come across things that reference it, I will fill you in. But we met a lady named Marianne who has done some naughty shit with splitting her personality, or something. I'm not sure. I'm pretty certain she's some sort of water being, but honestly, it's unclear. She lives in a fairy tale storybook. Alright, search for and collect clues. Alright, I think I was meant to go under, because this is just a little tiny space. Aha, clues. And treasure. I grabbed a crown. Alright. Investigate. Information and clues regarding the forum. Something like this, then? Absolutely, maybe, most definitely. Politician here. Let's get fully healed up. Alright. Boopity boop boop. Whoa, it's absolutely soaked. Do we really need to collect these things? Even that which is soaked rotten has the value of... God damn it! Really? Is this Fontainian culture too? Absolute lunatics out here, writing really long dialogue and expecting me to voice it on the fly? Alright. Oops. Wait, you didn't say anything about that one? What did that one do to you? Alright. The line that I misread. Even that which is soaked rotten has the value of something soaked rotten, my dear Paimon. You know, this dude's just a weird dude. Alright. There seems to be a space below. Oh, hello. Oh! Please wait, you're going too fast. I suppose you aren't run-of-the-mill adventurers. Huh, Paimon didn't think... Behold, the ruins of Lilia Cruz's Forum. Well, it's become a sanctuary to all kinds of aquatic life now. Oh, right, milady. It's time to try that. After absorbing the Hunter Ray's abilities, you can unleash Fontaine water blades. Now, what's interesting is, I actually did all of these puzzles earlier in just this area. I will tell you how far I got. I think the key would be here. Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad I grabbed that because I need that. That's the thing that stopped me from finishing this area. It didn't exist except when I was on the quest. Well, it's good that you met us then, isn't it? I bet I missed a line in there. Well said. It was my good fortune indeed. Okay, so this is a kind of weird little puzzle. I wonder which version of it this is. So there... Excuse me? Ah! 1 second, I'm being fucked with by some manticores. That one tethered, which I think is a bug. I'm using tethering as a term from MMOs. It's when things go back to their spawn points. That happens sometimes in this game. It's actually pretty rare, so I'm a little surprised it happened. Anyway. So there are 2 versions of this puzzle. One of them requires you to hit all of the different connected parts simultaneously. And others, you can just chop one at a time. This is the chop one at a time one. Okay. There is no indication of which one's which until you try it. Sometimes there are poor decisions, but at the end of the day, that one's actually, like, pretty easy to compensate for. Just in the moment. But, yeah, I think there should be a difference. So, this is where I got stuck before, because the key didn't exist because I wasn't on the quest. I'm gonna take a sip of water, because I have a suspicion that when I talk to this box, stuff's gonna happen. Use the ancient key to open the gate. Alright. Alright. Going slowly. Oh! Armored shields can block the impact of underwater currents. I know. I use puzzles. Oh! Interesting. Desert creatures. So, these are the ruin constructs of, I would describe it as King Desert, even though that's not quite right. But this is the constructs of the ancient desert culture. That is, theoretically was destroyed in a great cataclysm some time ago, related to the Crimson King. It's a lot. I'm not going to try to describe the exact beats of it because it's a little complicated. Honestly, I don't remember it all. Now, oh, I can just activate the shield. Yeah, grab it. I often forget that I can just quick press this to just gain the shield instantly, and will find myself holding it. Okay, so we've got another kind of puzzle in here. The underwater puzzles are relatively simple because, as you may have noticed, I'm basically powerless unless I grab a power from something in the area, and that means the solution to all of these puzzles is always right next to them, or very nearby, at least. So, this little thing's gonna home in shots on me, and it's invincible except for the counterattack. And of course it's gonna have innocuous. How many of these damn things do I have? I got 44 of those. I really need to go take a trip to donate those to the appropriate authority, which is, I believe, a statue. I hear impacts. That probably means there's another turret around shooting at me. Yeah, hey dog. Ow. Ooh, you became a treasure. Poetry boy, attack. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, so, like... What? Huh? What's... You can kill something with the lash. Okay. Really good Pogues album called Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash. So I was talking about the ancient desert culture. This is another one of their puzzles. You would normally have to flip this, and then there would be two other ones, or more, but usually two, that you would have to flip over in the area. So this is interesting, because this isn't the same art style as the interior. This is Fontaine. The chandeliers and this kind of Art Deco look. Fontaine is unambiguously based a little bit on Rapture as a side note. They've even got a couple of achievements that directly reference Bioshock. So just kind of keep that in mind. So I can now teleport down here. That's nice. Let's yum 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 yum. These mechanisms, we ran into them before, back in the deserts of Sumeru. Looks like the people from this forum or whatever also research stuff from Sumeru. That's it? You done? Because if I miss one of your subtitles, I'm not going to see anything. Alright. Seems like they're done. Alright, let's check out this thing. Hey bud, how are you? I collected that jellyfish instead of talking to this crab. How unfortunate. It seems the path forward lies beyond the door. Anyway, I'll go up and have a look. We'll go too. Maybe there's treasure. Go up. Alright. Sure. Lenny, do your thing, because it's just too fun to do. Ah! How will we open the door and proceed forward? I don't know, bud. Oh, so this is the forum you were talking about. There's so many books everywhere. They must have really been dedicated to studying and conducting research. Paimon would never have guessed that they were a secret society plotting to overthrow the government of Fontaine. As the saying goes, dear Paimon, knowledge is power. And this is especially true for the Lilia Crucis Forum. You should understand that with great knowledge comes great power, not responsibility. This guy is not an Uncle Ben. And once great power is yours to command, there will only be one path left for you. Become God? Paimon doesn't think that logic really holds water, but you're the local, not Paimon. So Paimon will trust that you know what you're talking about and leave it at that. God, I fucking love this little emergency food. I think she's just the absolute best. They seem to have been researching some amazing things, though, and we've already seen plenty of stuff that obviously isn't from here on the way. Last time we saw them was in the deserts of Sumeru. I do not have a team that can fight them easily. Well, knowing their extensive resources, it couldn't have been hard for them to get their hands on these kinds of things. After all, this is the fabulously wealthy Lilia Crucis Forum we're talking about here. Well, we've also explored a lot of domains and seen more than our fair share of cool things during our adventures. Is that so? Then I presume you've also found a lot of treasure. Enough to cover our travel expenses. How fascinating. I mean, what a terrific achievement. I expected nothing less from the two of you. I think this fucker just expected quite a bit less. It's too bad that this place is completely flooded. It really looks like a lot happened here, and they made a lot of important discoveries. The water levels of Fontaine have risen before, and according to the folks at the Fontaine Research Institute, they will rise again in the future. Perhaps one day all of Fontaine will disappear beneath the waves. Wow, that's terrible! All that delicious food drowned and lost forever. Anyway, let's hope nothing like that happens in the future. The future? Who cares about that? I'll be long dead before then. So why should I worry about the people alive then? What do the people in Fontaine of the future have to do with me? Oh, so this guy's the Exxon CEO. Just like straight up, just directly the Exxon CEO. Wow, okay. I would pay my respects to my family and friends, after all. They raised me and have done many things for me, but have the people of the future done anything for you? For me? So what do we owe them? Isn't that right? Dude, I got a water gun and I could just put a couple in your head. That's pretty extreme. Ahem! That's what I might have said about the issue of flooding if I lacked both patriotism and a sense of civic responsibility. Pretty abominable. Sorry, anyway, for digressing. There should be a way to open the door below. Let's take a look around and see if there are any clues or keys. I'll also try to see if I can find anything in the associated files, my dear friends. You gonna use those pressure-gloved hands to search, bud? Because, like, that is not who I wanted to talk to. I wanted to talk to this shining book, buddy. You just put your nose in other people's business. Alright. Let's see. So this is actually the Institute of Natural Philosophy. Looks like the wrong place after all. Oh, so there are things like this hidden here. How fascinating. I can use it against Sunny and the others. Sunny? Oh. We'll meet Sunny. Should be able to make use of this laboratory. Take care of things first. I think this man's gonna try and kill us. Alright. I don't think that's gonna go great for him. Alright. That was useful. That is artifact XP. Give me that. Oh! So, we have an Usia Numa puzzle again. So, I'm gonna go get the cannon party. Alright. So, earlier we saw that we can grab these little orbs as somebody who doesn't have Numa or Usia. And just... Actually, can we confirm the name of that thing? Usia. Yeah, here we go. If you don't have any characters with light and dark, you can just go and grab those things to get access to them. But this boy is a sorcerer of light. All the Fontainian characters and adopted Fontainian characters, I guess, actually have, in addition to their element, a sort of polarity, I guess you could say. This guy's positively charged, so we're going to shoot that negatively charged thing, and the little sword's going to stab it, and it's gonna become beautiful. Lynette, on the other hand, my dear twin sister, and my dear twin sister, Catgirl, different, identical twins, different species, I love it. She is dark aligned. There's a darkness in her heart. She has the Usia, so she can just do this and never have to find the little orbs. And we can do this underwater too. It affects our lash, essentially. Just in case this becomes a real fight now, I am going to turn off the Kill Me Now team and switch back the Murder Them team. There we go. Brilliant. Now we can continue further into the Institute's depths. As expected of a seasoned adventurer. Is it Pepper and Paprika? Aren't we investigating the forum? So is it a forum or an institute? Uh-oh. Ah, sorry. I misspoke. And forgive me for asking this out of the blue, but did either of you ever run into anyone who was looking for me? Or did you tell anyone else about our encounter? Paimon doesn't think so. What's wrong, Virgil? Do you owe someone a ton of Mora? Ah, of course not. It just occurred to me that I should let you know that there are many greedy goons who are after the Lilia Crucis Forum's secret treasure. They're very different from us. They're willing to do anything to achieve their goals. So I've always refused to work with them. I've never worked with them before. Utter denial. Never spent years by their sides working together in tandem. As I know the most about the treasure's whereabouts, they have me in their sights. Even though I've never worked with them, they do know all of my predilections. I've spent a long time hiding from their prying eyes and looking for partners I can trust. It is my luck to have finally met you two, my dearest friends. So that's what's going on. In any case, I'm just relieved to hear that you never told anyone about me. I just know I picked the right people to be my partners. Only your best friends can be relied on to keep your secrets. Oh, don't worry, Virgil. We won't tell anyone else about you. I have complete confidence that you will never, ever tell another soul about me. 18 knives fall out of his pocket. Let's go. The treasure's waiting for us. Yep, here we come to a Wejo. That was Homestar Runner. Alright. Virgil, do you really have to continue it? Oh, fucking A. Hey, could I get a transcript in the chat? Alright. You know, Paimon would love to see what you look like in diving. Please take extra care of your investigation too. You too. Oh, wait, hang on. That was old stuff. Never mind, never mind. That was obviously old stuff. I have no idea why I started reading that. In my defense, the channel that I'm looking at did label them as new, falsely. I really want to fight this thing. Oh, interesting. They have cameras. Also, how old could this possibly have been? They have cameras. Cameras are new, actually. Anyway, well, and they're Fontainian, so maybe these are the early camera research or something. We opened the door. The door wasn't down, it was up. Shoo. Alright. Excuse me. I thought I heard a very weird sound. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Ancient log. Ah. I did this to myself, folks. It's time to read an ancient log. Wow, this shit ain't short. Alright. The assigned assistant doesn't seem very reliable. At the moment, it doesn't look like the power sources of those war machines can be used. Their cores are far too dangerous. I'll get them to seek out other such mysterious machines. No progress worth reporting today. Went out with Anne. That is our girl, Mary Ann. Under the watchful eyes of my adoptive father to look for inspiration at sites where battles took place. Ran into Rini and Jakob. The assistant doesn't seem reliable, caused some incidents, just another obstacle to overcome. This kind of machine with the seemingly arbitrarily external form is quite interesting. Research will focus on their power source. Researched prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off, asked Anne for help, recommended Rini and Jakob for the director of the Institute. Institute again. Interesting. Research prime energy machines. My assistant still isn't back. I'll go pay a visit. Found Rini and Jakob's adoptive father with my own adoptive father's help. Uh-oh, I think we're dealing with the kids. We have a group of special children that we didn't get the name of last time we saw them. The supplementary prime energy machines have arrived. Should be able to make progress now. Assistant seems to be in good spirits. Probably just a minor illness. I'm kind of curious about this assistant now. Research prime energy machines. Rini and Jakob joined the Institute. They've been assigned to my project. Field research today. Interesting machine statue. Research prime energy machines. Research prime energy machines. My adoptive father visited, but I was too busy to host him. Anne scolded me. I'll remember to apologize next time I see him. Assistant took the day off. I'm not going to read prime energy machines a dozen times. On the threshold of a major breakthrough. Assistant took the day off. I was too busy to visit. Anne scolded me. I'll go tomorrow. On the threshold yet again of a major breakthrough. Forgot about the visit. Am sorry. We'll invite everyone to go with me. Took the day off. Assistant took the day off. Went to visit. An idea. A virtual neural network based on the vast quantity of thinking units instead of logic trees. A camera? Assistant took the day off. Rini and Jakob went to begin conducting their own research. Today. Assistant took the day off. A breakthrough. Patent application process is too annoying. Forget it. Assistant's condition seems okay. Still a little worried considering the gap in medical technology. Advised assistant to go to Sumeru. Took the day off. Research machine kinematics instead. Must make a materials list. Visit, visit, visit. They said a bigger lab has been prepared for the kinematic experiments, but I've decided not to move for now. Visit, visit, visit. Been urged to move the lab several times, but if the lab is moved, my assistant might not be able to find it. A pain. Visit, visit, visit. Moved my lab. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if I will find more of these. All right. We have a transcript. The stuff that was just said. All right, I'll see. Okay. Virgil, do we really have to continue looking for soaked pieces of paper? Oh, that? Well, no, not anymore. Unless you're interested in that sort of thing anyway. Huh. Didn't you say that things that are soaked rotten have their soaked rotten value or something? Yes, I suppose, dear friends, you could say something like, the situation has changed. Really? Well, you're the local, so we'll take your word for it.
There's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull
You
off.
interrupted me, Linny. You're Dia now. Congrats on your transition. Alright, where's that door? That's the door. Wasn't it right there? Maybe it's another floor up? Maybe it's a floor down. Yeah, it's a floor down. Alright. Just in case I need to punch something, will you be my friend? Thank you. Little whip crack, and that makes anyone your friend, right? Alright. That's not true. Don't do that to people. Not without their consent. Alright. I'm gonna just take this. Hope you're gonna be chill about that. Nah, you seem alright. I think technically you're in combat with me, but I don't think you can actually hurt me. Anything over here? What a nice flower you've got. Bye! Well, it was worth a try. Wow. I need swordfish powers. That's not what it's called. What's the password? Swordfish. Alright, I think this is gonna be... Let's find out. Let's find out. I think this... Yeah, they're blinking. Interesting. So that's how you can tell them apart. So this is one that I've got to do in a single cut. Yeah, there we go. That'll unlock a time trial. Is there anything else around? Let's do a time trial. These are pretty good. These are all sorts of places. They can be all sorts of things. Let's see which kind this is. Ooh, open the chest in 30 seconds. There's a bit of, like, execution to doing those, because your acceleration
Well,
ends
how about that?
a little earlier than you might expect. Oh! Oh, we got bad boys. I will actually bring the cannon crew back.
Let's get it on! Hi!
The wind knows me.
Good heavens, milady, you certainly have a way with these mecha. Yeah, anything that tries to hurt me or my friends, I kill with extreme prejudice. Ooh, we must be getting close to the treasure. After all, we've already run into guards. Though Fontaine's achievements are as numerous and dazzling as the stars in the sky, the clockwork mecha are undoubtedly the most exquisite of them all, though perhaps I shouldn't overpraise one of the most exquisite. You must have traveled via Aquabus when you visited the court, correct? Tell me you've seen the intricate steambird as well. In Fontaine, even blacksmithing is done by mecha. I have seen them. Why, the Maison Gardenage... Good enough. Didn't even have to lift a finger to beat me up. They just sent out some Gardamex. It hurt so much, there was no choice but to submit. Excuse me, did you say beat you up? I mean beat up the bad guys. Why would they ever beat me up? Whoa, if mecha are already so advanced, then surely the people of Fontaine don't need to do anything for themselves anymore. You can just leave everything to the machines. Ah, that's a good one, my dear friend. You're just adorable. It's a lot cheaper to hire a human than buy a clockwork mecha. Or put it another way, no one and nothing can infringe on a Fontaine citizen's right to work. I think the localizers know when they put a keyword in that is about labor rights, a really important one. Right to work is not what it sounds like. Paimon, why don't you show him that trick of yours again? Beep, construct, beep. Ah, how fascinating. In any case, though, I think everyone should agree that humans and machines are not the same. I have met some pretty advanced machines, bud. Though all of the places we've been have their own charm, too. It's not like Fontaine is just better than everywhere else, right? My friend, surely you cannot be serious. How can there be any place in Tevat that's better than Fontaine? Dog, it could be Sumeru, and I got bad news. It could be Liyue or Mondstadt. I realize that I'm friends with Raiden Shogun, but I won't say whether Inazuma's better or worse. Paimon was just gonna say that other places are also really special too. Virgil, have you ever set foot outside Fontaine? My dearest Paimon, you should know that there's an old saying in Fontaine. All waters lead to Fontaine. Oh, so all the pee and the poop are here. It's not the people of Fontaine who should go out and see the world, but all the world who should come and witness Fontaine's glory. Don't get it backwards. Do people really say that? Of course they do. Anyway, my friends, why don't we keep going? The treasure's still waiting for us deep inside these ruins. Yeah, let's go, milady. Let's lead this bigoted fuckmook to his death, I hope. Let's see. What do we have here? Which way does it want me to go? That way? I will open. Key to some place in the Institute to open the gate. Oh no. I gotta keep an eye out for key to some place in the Institute. I have to search every little fucking thing. Mixed feelings about that. I do love to search. This is gonna be another log, isn't it? No? We're all good? Anything in there? No, it looks fine. Oh, that was sit. That was a sit command. Ta-da!
Voila!
Alright. Slime. Okay, so we've got another Numa Uzia puzzle. I will take the... Wow, I said I would call them light and dark, but I actually remember the names because I'm some kind of freak. Now, what am I supposed to use that on? Oop. Ancient log! Okay, this one I think has a higher word count, but at least it's short of the scroll. Take a sip of water? I wish I had tea. Oh no! This is another name we've seen before, but I thought that was a living person. Although I guess Marianne is still alive, arguably. She might be very old. Following Guillotine's instructions, the research went well. We've created a clockwork mecha that can release energy. To be honest, we no longer need to call it a clockwork machine, as it doesn't rely on elastic potential. It'll be compelling to see what results he achieves next in kinematics. There's no way old-fashioned clockwork mecha can withstand such power! Even young geniuses must stumble now and then. The thought of using this sort of unstable energy source is impressive, though we have long observed these unique energies in Fontaine's atmosphere, water, and organisms. It has always been regarded as a latent threat rather than a potential resource. 1 second, the tea ghost is addressing me. I actually think these guys are talking about Antoine Lavoisier. I don't think that's his name in canon. I just keep calling him that because he made the dirigibles, and that's a whole real thing from Antoine Lavoisier. Aren't there a few young geniuses too many nowadays? The director is pleased, sure, but won't someone spare a thought for us ordinary people? I mean, not all of us are as simple-minded as Sherbius. Sherbius? Sure, I guess. It received a very high rating. If the patent were to be granted, the potential financial gain would be considerable. However, I decided to decline the opportunity because the machine was practically all Guillotine's work, and I can take no credit here. My family was quite angry about it, but as an engineer, one must have a little dignity and self-awareness. Still, making improvements and output efficiency has increased. Seems to have been specially recruited. That's good. Had he continued that line of research, who knows what horrors he might have unleashed. At this stage, we have to pull out. The director says everyone will be given a position in research resources after reconstruction, but I'm afraid if it were me, I would use this as an excuse for a major shakeup. People like me won't get recalled anyway. Never mind. I've been pretty happy these past few days. I guess I'll consider it my retirement. I'll go to the city and open a small workshop, repairing watches for folks. Cameras, too. Right, I'll see if I can make a waterproof clock. With the way things are going, I might make a killing in the future. He's talking about the flood, the Great Flood. You know, I was thinking back and I may have missed something in the dialogue earlier. I think the Virgil might be planning to kill us.
One with nature.
I don't know how I missed it. The T-Ghost does not believe me. I just did that for fun. Alright. Mushroom spores exceed maximum amount. Yeah, I'm good, T-Ghost. I think I know what's being said in this section. And I'm proceeding quite slowly. It went up, but there is a... Oh, there's a lever down. Double jump. Did I just climb into a thing I can't climb out of? Yes, I did. Oh, fuck. Is there no exit to this? Wait, I thought the little guy went up. What's all this, then? I'm gonna fall to my death. Funny story. He can't... Oh, also there's water down here. But he can't fall to his death while he's done his double jump. Aha! I needed this. I should have known. When you come across a switch, you've just got to use it. There we go. Shoot. Uh-oh. There we go. Anybody see a little guy? Is the little guy here? Did he go even higher up somehow? The little guy went further up. Alright, let's go. Nathan. Oh yeah, just let them in. Thank you. Uh-oh. That's trouble. Okay. So, I told you earlier, let me see. Terrific, that's the spirit. Okay, we're gonna kill some monsters. Alright. So the different polarities actually have an application in combat as well. So this guy's positively charged, and when he fires this shot, once every 6 seconds, it will launch that little light blade. Traveler can do it too.
Water jet!
And that will just knock out these little monsters.
A round of applause.
And it's a really useful thing to like stun guys in fights in this.
Surprise!
Doesn't do it with the negative, because it's the wrong charge. But a lot of guys will have like weird special attacks that they can do if you let them keep their charge to it.
Now disappear.
So it's neat. It's a neat little like
My magic pocket.
local to only this zone little system. And I like it a whole lot. Oh. This looks shockingly like the critical path. I'm gonna go down that side hallway we saw. Also, Virgil and company Virgil talked. That's usually a sign that we found the critical path. We've got modesty bubbles on the crotch now when going down. So it disappears at certain angles, and I'm really fascinated by like when they decided to turn on the censorship bubbles and not. Oh, this is that quarter we came out of. Okay, that's fine. Okay. No need to. We didn't miss it. So cool. I have been assured now by the T-Ghost, who has done this mission, and told me that I would enjoy it, and that she would need to help us with transcripts. Okay, Sealy, lead the way. Not to be confused with Sila from Honkai Star Rail. Hello, little friend. Ooh, barrel touch. Ooh, start challenge. I will get this ability first, and then I will start the challenge. Shoot again, sir. Was that it? Sometimes the challenges are really short. It's kind of nice. They've got a little mix. Normally they're under a minute. Sometimes they'll be a little longer. It actually feels really thrilling and special when they're longer. Uh-oh. That's sus. So that is...
I wonder if this chest is...
Why is there a ruin guard here? Must be the same one mentioned in the files. What files? Nothing! I mean the description I read in the Steambird. I suppose this is dangerous, then I'll leave it to you two. This fucker's trying to get us killed. Is that another logbook? I will deal with that after killing the thing. This is a normal robot. I will deal with it the normal way. So, this is our Conrian robot, actually. So a different society, which is kind of why everyone is treating it simple. It doesn't have Numa and Usia energy. So it's going to punch twice, and then it's going to do a jumping attack, and then we're going to fuck it up.
Everybody stand back!
Let's make it weak to fire. Let's hit it with some water. And Lenny, end it. I fired that one a little early. Yeah, so we killed that in 2 hits. Let's just get our hit points back. Et voila. Alright. We've got lore to read, folks. Okay, this one's pretty short. I will admit it. I was getting excited for a long monologue, but instead there was this. There are suspicions of some sort of association or group activity among the leaders, with the so-called master involved. Whilst they are very vigilant towards external investigation, there's currently no evidence of aggression or any invasive nature, so the case is not being pursued through the official investigative channels. The objective remains unclear and further investigation is required. There is a reason to suspect the Institute may be the hub of these activities. Now, I've been having a good time with Team Murder and all, and I enjoy keeping Team Cannon for reasons, but I really just don't want the Hydra Traveler in the party anymore because she's become a liability. So, we're going to try something a little strange. I'm going to kind of hybridize 2 teams together. Let's still bring Dia, because I need her for her hit resist. And then let's go grab our poor little baby sister, in case we run into dark stuff. And then I'm going to bring... I am going to bring Benny Boy. No, I want a better healer, because everybody needs better healing than that. I didn't save that. I could have left her there. Alright. There. Grab Lenny. And back up. And save.
I got you, boss.
Thanks, Dia. Good to hear it. Deploy. This party is not as killable,
Hold the line!
but still has a little baby girl that I'm going to need to defend. But she'll swirl things. She's got Viridescent Burner equipped, so if she swirls an element on a guy, people become weak to it. It's good. I want to know where that key is, the key to the place in the Institute. I will have to keep an eye on it. Uh-oh. This room's highly sus, and I think I'm going to need a transcript. Take a sip of tea, because I do have some idea of what's about to happen. Sometimes this game has mechanics. Alright. According to my research, this should be the treasure vault of the Lillacrucis Forum. The riches we seek should be within. Whoa, a treasure vault? But this doesn't look like a vault at all, and where's the treasure? Paimon thought the vault would be full of glittering golden mora, as dazzling as the sun. You should know, my dear friends, that just as the truly wealthy do not flaunt it in anything as shallow as appearances, real treasure— oh, Paimon knows what you're about to say. Real treasure is the friends we made along the way, Paimon. I was about to say the real treasure is not so easily revealed, but you are also exactly right, Paimon. I have to say, I never could have come up with something so wise and philosophical. Regardless, the purpose of our expedition is to uncover the treasure the Institute has hidden away for centuries, and I am convinced, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the treasure is hidden in this very room. So, let's hurry up and get in there and find it. Are you sure? Paimon doesn't see anything in here besides a few broken ruin mechanisms. Your words wound me, my friend. We're partners who are seeking the Institute's long-lost treasure together. Do you really doubt me? Okay, so this is a forum or an institute? About that. Let's just say the different records refer to it differently. But my dear milady, the name isn't the important thing, despite having highlighted it repeatedly at the start of this quest. We should keep our eyes on the prize. What we are talking about isn't merely a matter of hundreds of thousands or even millions of mora, but a vast secret trove of hundreds of millions of moras sleeping within the vault. Hundreds of millions of mora? And there are other priceless items in the vault too. Like there's the all-powerful Lillacrucis Holy Sword. That's interesting. Which can pierce through armor and destroy the soul itself, a magical item powerful beyond compare. Okay, so we were living through a storybook earlier, which we were traveling with a bunch of water friends. And these water friends were convinced that they needed to get, what was it? It was the Narcissa Crucis Holy Sword that was able to pierce through armor and could destroy a soul itself. So, this isn't the first person who sold us a 2-syllable difference Holy Sword. And, that time those kids didn't... well, kids. Well, whatever you want to call them. Those things were not lying to us. They just didn't know that they were in a storybook. Virgil here. This fucker. He's lying to us. Whoa, Paimon had no idea. And that's all in the vault? Precisely. And if you ask me, every moment that we spend bantering here increases the risk of us being beaten to the treasure by all sorts of scrupulous ruffians who will stop at nothing to steal it. Like a man named Virgil. We can't let that happen. It's our treasure. See, you get me. In that case, Milady and Paimon, please go forth and recover the treasure. I shall watch from the rear. Let's just go. What's the worst that could happen? I love asking that question. What are you saying, milady? If we don't beat the bad guys and get the treasure, they might try to take it from us or split it with them. I am just not concerned with that, Paimon. Paimon understands. Your word the vault might be protected by some sort of mechanism, right? Well, there's always Virgil. What's wrong, milady? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't worry, I won't let anyone get through. Oh, and please, let me know when you find the treasure. Interesting that he said that he won't let anyone get through. Whoa, hundreds of millions of mora? Okay, well, there's Virgil. There's a door. Perfectly normal door. Everything's fine. Alright, let's proceed. I'm going to interact with this glowing camera. Investigative. Now that you mention it, this Lillacrucis Forum really did a lot of research, didn't they? We saw so many cameras along the way. They were probably used to record the results of their experiments, right? And there's also a notebook here. Let's see. Yep. It's hard to make out a lot of the words, but it says, when something goes out of control, break something else, something, so damage can be controlled. I've got to break something if something goes out of control. Huh, what's this suspicious-looking control mechanism? this machine, why does it look kind of familiar? I think I've seen it before. Well, since the Order brought all kinds of mechanisms from other nations and places, this is probably something that was hauled from a distant ruin as well. Whoa, Paimon just had a really scary thought. What if the so-called treasure is just their research finding and has nothing to do with piles of Mora? Knowledge has value too, Paimon. You're right, milady, but Paimon wants Mora and snacks. If we had hundreds of millions of Mora, we could build a pretty house and invite all of our friends over. Just eating great food and having fun day after day. Yeah, but only the worst people get to live that life. Alright. Let's see what else we got. Investigate. Secret treasure. Secret treasure. An adventurer's bandana. Fine. Okay. Oh, what's this? Ancient log. I wonder if it was used to start an ancient fire. Uh-huh. Okay, no one likes my jokes. It seems the ordinary Da-Re machines, aha, I know that word, can no longer satisfy him. Goodness, what a way to use them. As a result, the director used national resources to obtain something truly horrifying. Rumor has it that someone was nearly killed. I hope this will help him achieve his research objectives. They even got him some rare Da-Re mechanical parts being studied by Sumeru researchers as part of the package. Things went out of control for the third time. Guillotine may be willing to risk his own life, but that doesn't mean the rest of us feel the same. I came up with an emergency damage control strategy, and I hope that we won't need to use it before he finishes his kinematics research. However, given his personality, it seems unlikely that he'll ever truly complete that research. It seems that his experiments into machines were intended to create a mechanical dog as proof of his accomplishments in kinematics and material science. It's actually a good idea and could be showcased in the city, and the creature is much more personable and likable compared to the automated turret next door. At least he lived long enough to be poached by the Marchese hunters. Interesting. It wasn't easy for us to survive this long either, but what will we do with this blasted crazy killing machine that can repair itself? Whatever, that's a problem for future generations. Virgil, did you write this? Okay. Anything else to search? Ah. There's a glass wall here, and it seems like there's a bunch of water behind it. Look, there are cracks in the glass. Heck, that looks dangerous. If the glass suddenly breaks, who knows where we'll be swept off to? Let's find that treasure quickly and get the heck out of here. Okay. I will investigate you last. Are you gonna stand up and attack me? Thanks for the mushroom spore, bud. Thought you were gonna have an energy core for a second there. Engine Girl says, very definition of you did, but should you have? Thanks for the energy. I guess it's time to invest. Wait, I saw shinies. I know I'm putting off a fight. I know me. Alright. Let's do this. Look, sir, you seem to have, peed something out. Paimon sure hopes this ruin thing isn't gonna suddenly stand up. It's just a ruin grader. We can handle it. Paimon's not worried about you being strong enough. Paimon's just scared that you'll break the treasure in the middle of the fight. Paimon. Paimon? We don't know if there's a treasure here to break. There has to be. Oh, there is, right? Uh-oh. Huh? Huh? Now, what's that sound? Virgil, what's going on? There's a portcullis now. I checked this door. There wasn't one before. I'm so very sorry. I made a terrible mistake. It was only during our expedition that I realized this wasn't the former grounds of the Lily Croesus Forum, but rather the ruins of the Institute of Natural Philosophy. there's no treasure here, but there are lots of experiments on machinery and energy. And now, my dear friends, another experiment is about to begin. Hojo, how dare you! As for treasures, it would be wrong to say there aren't any here at all. As seasoned adventurers, I'm sure you've accumulated quite a bit of mora and other precious items over the course of your journey. I will return after the conclusion of the experiment to collect those treasures you sure are to leave behind. Oh, and don't you worry, my friends. I'll put them to good use. Virgil, you lied to us. I figured he was going to do something like this. So you knew and still decided to step into the trap. You're the sort of person I despise the most, so arrogant and disdainful. But, woo, you blasted fools all treat me like an idiot, even a couple of foreign hillbillies. Whatever. According to the records here, this machine is a special ruin grader. No matter how good you are, even if you can handle ruin guards, you're still only made of flesh and bone. As to what makes it special, I'll leave that to find out on your own good time. Goodbye, my dear partners. Well, now we're fucked. Milady, get ready. Okay, it's just a ruin grader. How much could be trouble? Aqueous tide marks, fight and survive. I think it's taking reduced damage while it's doing a stand-up animation. Here, be healed. There we go. Punch! Oh no, a somewhat uncooperative research subject. Well, see, that was easy. Solved. Oh no! It's regenerating! Whatever will I do? Alright, we did it! Under the relentless assault of the raging waters, the ruin grader ceases to function and you are swept away. Woo! Cough, cough. Paimon drank so much water. Paimon's so mad. I think Virgil will do something like that. Yeah, what a surprise. Good thing we managed to escape that way. Who knows what might have happened otherwise? Once we're out of here, we're gonna find him and settle the score. Paimon can't believe he put us in danger like that. Settle the score? Paimon, such forceful language. Oh, interesting. I don't have my lash either. I'm just flying. Paimon didn't think there'd be buildings like this underwater. It looks like the rising water levels have caused a lot of damage to Fontaine. People used to live here, right? Paimon gets a little sad thinking about that. Rightly so, but these fish are very cute. Whee! Wow, this is a long tunnel, actually. There hasn't been a sequence this long that I've played. Oh, I gotta avoid those or I'll take some hurt. Whee! Where do you think the current is gonna take us? I don't know, Paimon. What if we get trapped under some underwater dead end? Oh, well, I'm getting hit by that. Light, milady! Paimon sees light! Paimon's personal pronouns are Paimon, Paimon. The Lada Submarine Canyon. Oh, this is where I'm going to come out. Wow, we finally got out. Paimon's pissed. We're going to find that guy and we're going to settle the score. For those curious, as far as anyone can tell, or at least the Reddit community can tell, and they're, you know, about as reliable as two hams, pissed is a much sharper curse in literally every other language. In French, she calls him a little bitch. And so it's very funny to me. I feel like they've I know that apparently the French translation is like the most raucous of all of them, of all of the localizations, but it is still very funny to me, and it does make me wish a little bit that I spoke slightly more French. Oh, excuse me, I have found yet another puzzle. Oh, I found yet another puzzle. Hey, give me that. Sorry about that, bud. I hope you're okay. I think you're a ghost, anyway. Echoing conch activated. Alright. So that shows me all of the hidden items in an area, and sometimes reveals invisible items. So... oh, okay. That's nothing special. Let's, mash this thing. Well, okay. Oh! Okay. Let me out. Oh, I've solved this one before. That's what's going on. I remember this puzzle. Yeah. Okay. So I've done this before. Normally they turn off the switch, but I guess since it can open and close the door, we don't have to worry about it. So anyway, that was Virgil. Now, Virgil has a follow-up mission that I guess I should do, because we're doing a little bit of science here with this stream. Because there's an area that I believe right now I can access, but I don't think I'm ready to do it yet. I think I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I know about a thing, so everybody understand that I know that knowing that these two guys are here isn't anything to worry about. They are a chatty bunch of dudes, and this is a chatty little quest. So I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. And my rig is gonna freak the fuck out because it won't be able to find my face. So who knows what we'll do. I love that it looks like I'm just like...
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
All right. So that guy Virgil, he fucked us over. And really tried to ruin our day. Wanted to kill us and steal our treasure that was on our corpses, but wanted to use us as his hired muscle. Look how tough and muscly this boy is. You can really tell. You know, I was gonna say Dia's more buff, but they just don't do buff characters in this game. You can be absolutely any kind of twink. Alright. Now, this is a most serendipitous meeting, wouldn't you agree, my dear Luca? Who are you? Apologies, look at me, beginning a conversation without even introducing myself. I am Sunny, the one sometimes called the White Glove. My friend here is Luca, the fisherman. He's pretty famous in certain circles. Now remember, there was one person in particular that Virgil did not want us speaking to, and that guy's name was Sunny. So hopefully we'll run into Cher. Hello, Paimon is... It's most alright. I know who you are, Paimon, and the blonde traveler is Milady. Oh, you know us already? But of course, it's just that before today, my knowledge of you was much like any knowledge. My knowledge of the Chief Justice. In other words, I knew of you, but you did not know of me. With your fame and accomplishments, it's only natural that the news of your arrival would reach us as soon as you stepped foot in Fontaine. We're famous? We have killed several gods! Ah, you're too humble. How should I put it? To certain people, your arrival in Fontaine would be as if someone had just set off a bomb on the stage of Opera Epiclese. Technically, it wasn't a bomb. Of course, I mean this in only the most positive way. Wouldn't you agree, dear Luca? But how can a bomb go off ever be a good thing? I'm not good with words. How would you put it, my dear Luca? Lenny and Lynette's magic show, blasting everything wide open to accomplish the impossible. Spine-tingling experience. Precisely. See, I would never have thought to put it like that. If you say so. Why are you called the White Glove, though? Paimon doesn't see a glove at all. Oh, now that's a hard question. How should I explain? Imagine, if you will, that you're wearing a white glove. If something dirty were to get on your hand, then a dark mark would be left on the glove. My duty would be to find that dark mark and remove it from view. Oh, so you're something like a cleaner? Exactly, my dear Paimon. I was never able to due to blah, 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 blah. I was never able to so succinctly summarize the nature of my work. A cleaner. Ah, so people like you are the reason the streets of the court of Fontaine are always so well kept and tidy. Ha ha ha, yes. That's what I like to hear. Yes, exactly like that. Okay, that makes sense to Paimon, but why would a cleaner need a knife? Oh, you may think of it as a small tool of the trade that we bring out when there are marks that are particularly hard to remove. Got it, thanks. So your friend Luca here is Luca the fisherman. Is it because he's really good at fishing? Oh, that's only a part of the story, I'm afraid. See, there are many kinds of fish in Fontaine as well. And Luca here is really experienced teaching people to spend some quality time with all the different kinds of fish there are. Am I right, dear Luca? Huh, Paimon doesn't get it. If that's the case, then I must say, dear Paimon, that you've really got a knack for asking the most difficult and fascinating questions. It would be most wonderful if we could have a longer conversation where I would be able to answer everything to your full satisfaction. Anything we can help with? You see, we're extremely intrigued by the practice of diving. Fontaine's waters are full of priceless treasures left by nature and our ancestors alike. We heard that you'd made a good friend recently and even went for a dive with him. How forward of you. Your powers were such that you didn't even need to use any diving equipment. Isn't that right, my dear Luca? You want to ask about Virgil. Yes, we want to ask about Virgil. Virgil, that liar and traitor! Just remembering him makes Paimon mad. You recount your experience with Virgil to Sonny the White Glove and Luca the Fisherman. I see. Thank you for telling us all of this. You're welcome. Paimon hasn't forgotten a single thing about that guy. We are, of course, exceedingly grateful that you are willing to share the whole story with us. However, from my own perspective, I am even more relieved that you do not consider Virgil to be a friend. If that hadn't been the case. Maybe I can put it like this. Had you seen him as a friend, things would have become quite awkward for both of us. Isn't that right, dear Luca? It could make things difficult. I agree. Thank you so much. What are you talking about? They are Virgil's enemies. Oh! Your words wound me, my lovely lady. I have many friends and not a single living enemy. Virgil is just one of my many friends. Speaking of our dear Virgil, I think it's about time that we have a serious talk with him. Surely you understand what I mean, dear milady. Of course, this is also that we can get back at him for what he's done to you. It's the least we can do for our honored guests, don't you think? Paimon's lost. He's the White Glove. It's all you need to know. Okay. We've already found the stronghold of Virgil and the rest of his friends. Why don't we meet up there? Alright then, let's go. Paimon wants to talk to Virgil too. He has to make a formal apology to us. You are too kind. Let's meet up at our destination. This is genuinely one of my very favorite jokes, because Milady keeps knowing what's going on, and Paimon is a child. One second. Just to be clear. She is not this man. Child. She is a child. There's a difference. Alright. Let us be off on our journey, which is definitely going to end with everyone who's currently breathing right now continuing to breathe on into the future. We would never cause significant bodily harm to somebody who betrayed us. And genuinely, that's kind of a fucking problem. Child is one of our dearest and best friends, speaking of people who betrayed us. But I love him, so it's okay. I mean, this does seem like the kind of wet work that Child should do, though. And I'm not going to be showing off any fancy mechanics. This is just going to be a conversation, right? Nothing untoward will happen. God, look at that. Look at those fish. Look at these fish effects. It's so fucking good. Like, genuinely, that they've done this in Unity is also really wild to me. Unity can accomplish a lot of shit, but this is really incredible. The Traveler is soft and kind, but she is not naive. She knows exactly what's going on here. Dear Paimon and my lovely lady, this is the stronghold that Virgil's been using as of late. Okay, I don't know if I can do accents, but I'm gonna try. I swear, why is Virgil still not back yet? If he's just gonna keep us waiting, I might not be able to hold myself back from this shipment of synth. Hey, cut it out! That shipment took us an arm and a leg to get. Virgil will have no mercy if you were to just take it without his permission. What a pity. It would seem that our dear friend Virgil hasn't returned to the stronghold yet. We can still have a chat with these guys, however. It doesn't look like they're in the mood for a chat. But I think they'll change their mind soon enough. What do you think, my dear Luca? No problem. Are you sure there's no problem? Paimon thinks they'll probably just try to beat you up. Oh no, you're too considerate, my dear Paimon. Something like that would be most unfortunate indeed. For them, of course. Paimon, I love you so much. You're so sweet, man. Nahida?
Everything.
Everybody hold hands. There's dialogue going on. Oh my god, why is the fisherman here? I love just this moment of, why God?
You wish, mein Fräulein.
There you go. Milady, what are you and the white glove? No!
Hey,
I've come to collect on a debt.
the Temple of Wisdom.
His title is Reliable Partner. I don't think that's accurate.
Everyone hold hands.
Tartaglia?
You can run, but you can't hide.
Thanks. Please, let me explain. This is all a misunderstanding. Mr. Sunny, you see, we only got into this business because we heard there was more to be made, and since the higher-ups didn't agree, we figured we'd just earn the money first, then turn over all of the profits. Yeah, that's it, exactly it. He's totally ignoring Paimon. I have no complaints against the organization, none at all. Oh, right, I was tricked. I was tricked by these crooks. That's the only reason why I did something so foolish. Impressive. Very impressive, milady. You are every inch as strong as the stories have made you out to be. Don't you agree, my dear Luca? Super strong. Incredibly formidable. I don't know why he's Irish now. Fuck. Actually, that was Scottish, wasn't it? Alright. Please, if you still remember anything about the time we spent together, Mr. Sunny, Mr. Luca, they dated. Oh, dang. I don't think I've ever had a breakup so bad that was the response. Ah, please, no! Luca, our guests are still here. Let's not do anything discourteous that might bring down their mood. Understood. See the error of your ways now, Virgil? Ah, it was my fault. It was all my fault. Please, have mercy. Okay. At least you've admitted you've done something wrong. Now make sure you don't do it again. Paimon, I think that's been sorted out. My dear Virgil would never do something like that again. Paimon, milady, I can promise you, on the honor of Sunny the White Glove, as well as that of my father and my son. Let's go, Paimon. Thank you so much, Sunny and Luca. It seems that there are more good than bad people here in Fontaine after all. Farewell, dear Paimon, and my lovely lady. I hope there will come a day when we will be able to work together again. Ah. Fontainian massage. Can I talk to... I cannot talk to Virgil. How's it going, Luca? All right, my dear Virgil, you've really put us through a lot of trouble. Now then, what should we do with you? Sorry. This won't do. This won't do at all. You know full well that time flies. And it is now too late for you to turn back. Our organization has a justice code all our own. And one of our most important rules is that there are some trades that you just never do. But Mr. Sunny, please listen to me. The profit margin on this, it's just... Ah, not this again. Mora, Mora, Mora. Is there anything you care about other than Mora? What about your pride as a citizen of Fontaine? What about your conscience as you watch our countrymen turn into husks of themselves from this drink? Bah! Bah! Sorry. Oh, how shocking. Even Luca is showing intense emotion in response to your words. You see, my dear Virgil, you've truly accomplished the impossible. Mr. Sunny, please, I believe me, it's all because of what those guys said. They lied to me. I would not have done anything if not for... Silence, you worthless piece of shit. Ah! You're the exact kind of lowlife I have no time for. Even now, you're still trying to lie to me? Are you beyond dumb? Or do you think I'm dumb? Not so talkative now, are you? You even tried to hurt Milady. Did you even have the faintest inkling of who you were asked to deal with? To think he could have trained someone as clueless as you. To think that he could have trained someone as clueless as you. I've really got to have a good conversation with him. But that will not be something you'll need to worry about. My dear Virgil! I would have made it much quicker. Well, goodbye. Good luck, all of you. Have fun. None of you I can read your minds. They just said murder over and over again. So what's funny is, like, there's a conversation in the chat right now that I find kind of interesting, is what organization are they a part of? Probably not Spina di Rusula, because it has a he that's really important. Like, that could be Navia's father, if they were Spina di Rusula. But it seems a little weird with the timeline. I don't think we're trying to introduce characters that were taught by her father. So it's probably not them. Now, because it's a he that they're talking about, people have been pretty careful to pronoun the father, also known as the knave, with she, because it's just a title, father. And so they're probably not members of the Fatui. So we've probably got a different criminal organization that we're dealing with here. So that was all pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I liked that little group. Bring on Alana. Where the fuck am I supposed to go to do some science? Oh, actually, I need to teleport someplace to take care of my dog. One second. One second, I have to go feed my dog. Speaking of which, Paimon wonders about the blubber beast we've had before. Paimon's a little concerned. Since we're passing through, why not go check up on it? The room that had the robot and broke the glass? Alright, I'll teleport over there in just a moment. Oh, no, I don't have my abilities. I can't harvest things from afar while underwater. Whoop! Bye! Okay. Little friend. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Hello, Berry Puff. Is there anyone else in here? I'll talk to Berry Puff real quick. Hey, Berry Puff. Blub blub! Berry Puff seems to be able to recognize us now. That's right, it's us again. We brought you food, too. Milady, let's feed Berry Puff something delicious, just like last time, shall we? For some reason, the blubber beast doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. A fish. Huh, why aren't you eating anymore? Maybe it's already full? Huh, Berry Puff doesn't look that energetic. If it already ate, it should be more active, right? Oh no! Hey, speaking about not being picky, it seems to be looking in that direction. Blub blub! Blub! There's another blubber beast trapped by the water weeds! That's why it's been acting weirdly. It's too worried about its partner to eat. Milady, let's cut off the water weeds and set its friend free. Let's do it. Honestly, I hadn't realized how cute it would be to see Nikita's one. Thank you. Ooh. I saw an Usia thing. Oh, that's right. That was to get in here in the first place. You all blinking? Nah, you're the simple version of the puzzle. Hey, bud. Blub blub. Berry Puff should be just fine now. Shall we go back and have a look? Hey, bud. Hey. All right. That's what I think that sounded like. Hee hee, it looks very happy. Well then, milady, let's give it some food. Interesting, it didn't take the fish from earlier. I think I had ate before. Alright. This time, the blubber beef sniffs the food that you hand over inquiringly before swallowing it in one gulp, happily clapping its stomach afterwards. They have an animation for that. The blubber beast circles you a few times, as if in thanks, then turns around. Through the partition of crystalline transparence, it joins its kindred in singing something akin to a song, their voices joyous. Health value is still quite low. Yeah, that should do it. Seems like he's having a lot of fun with his own kind. Milady, maybe we should leave them be for now. Yeah? They're gonna have a good time together. Through that glass. And we're not going to inquire. Alright. We'll come back. We'll try to do more of that tomorrow. Ooh. Excuse me, everyone. Resources. Resources that are more fun to get here than above ground. Hello. Now, I actually did specifically leave an underwater puzzle to solve. So I'm going to do a little bit of underwater puzzle solving. And then I'm going to do the first time I've ever done Fontaine dailies. Commissions. Sorry. Okay. So we've got a teacher and some students. They're very good. Thank you for teaching me. We have a sleepy little baby. Alright. Ready? Okay, flip that switch. This happened. Oh. Do you want me to do this? Okay. I will swap to the party that can do this at will. So, I was mentioning earlier that, yeah, there we go. That when underwater, you can use Numa and Usia combinations to interact with stuff. So this has a negative charge. It is Usia positive right now. So this boy here, who does, you can see the sort of light glowing swords around the orb next to him. And if I switch to his sister, they're all dark and shimmery and mysterious. Mysterious as the dark side of Lynette. So I'll hit some light power onto this, and it's going to become a fight. And I didn't pick up any abilities, so I'm going to lose this fight unless I, well, you'll have to do. Oop, doing that. I initially didn't think the Sonic ability was very good, but ow, well, I just took it. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some revival fish. The Pneumosia energies appear to be unbalanced again. Well, now it's overpowered with light, so switch to Lynette, slappy slap. And that was it. That was a short one. Those actually can go on quite long, and they can be above ground too, and so you've got to actually deal with the slight difference in mechanic there, which is really cute. Alright. Back we go. We were trying to break into that building over there. Hey kids, I don't want you to attack me, but I do want to steal your stuff. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Okay. I'm gonna go grab some revival fish. The Pneumosia energies appear to be unbalanced again. Well, now it's overpowered with light, so switch to Lynette, slappy slap. And that was it. That was a short one. Those actually can go on quite long, and they can be above ground too, and so you've got to actually deal with the slight difference in mechanic there, which is really cute. Alright. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Okay. So we got some breaky things. We've got, that guy has dark energy on him, so I can make it go to sleep. Whoop. And then just kill it at my leisure. Bye, bud. I used to think the sonic power sucked, because it's got such a short range. But, it's just essentially an Uzi. Or like an auto shotgun, basically. Anyway. It's pretty powerful. Alright, so this is leading over here. So I need this. So I'm going to break this rock. So that ring there tells me that I need to get that orb, or an orb like it, over into position inside of this. So, this is something that is pulling down. So if I go over here, and I slap this switch, this should reverse direction. It'll go over, and it'll be pulled into the ring, and it'll be able to provide its power to the ring. Before you die, you see the ring. Alright. So that did something, I'm sure. Oh, it unlocked that little switch. But there's a second switch with a tether going over here. Another ball puzzle. This one's being pushed down, so I need to find a switch somewhere. The switch is probably up top. Switch is not up top. So we look around. Look for breakable rocks. Let's look for a conch shell that we can use to see things. Oh, no. I can block this with my shield. Having done that, both these switches are now available. And I just flip both switches. It's a good little tiny puzzle. I think it's probably the least clear of the new puzzle mechanics. The little sort of like flow diagram things that you're making with the floaty balls there, but it's still quite good. When we discover these little, I call them scholars retreats. I have no idea what they actually are. I just like that as a term, and it seems to be.
I wonder if this chest is some kind of trick.
Like that. We can sit here if we want. So far, the only one of them that's actually had like story notes in them. Oh, that was, I like that. Give it to me. Alright. The only one of them that's had like story notes has been the one that has the blubber beast, where somebody clearly just gave up their home to save this injured little blubber beast. God, I want to find trap chest too. Oh, here's another underwater puzzle. I'll do this too. This is an aiming puzzle, so I will need probably the ability to be right next to it. Alright. Sort of a weapon challenge to destroy all the bullshit. Within 3 attacks. Oh! Oh, I fucked that up. Can't do it. Attacks remaining. Well. There we go. I'll do this one again. I have not run into one like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Get lined up. Get up a little bit. Alright. That one's really tough. I'm not actually certain how I'm supposed to do that. Huh. What's funny is I kind of want the slash ability, which I think would be better. Maybe I will have to do this again later. Is there an angle where these become easier to hit? Is it in fact just aim for the middle at the right distance? Do I hit the ones around me in a circle? No, it's still just the ones directly in front of me. Interesting. Well, I'll come back to that later, because I don't understand. Alright. I'll mark that. I can unmark this. Because I just marked that for the stream, because I knew I wanted to do one. I'll mark that to do later. Alright. I've been streaming for a little while. I'm gonna do my daily commissions and see what I get. Oh, what's this? Okay, we have to find out what a fishnado is. A few Fontaine aberrants are constantly attacking the schools of fish in these waters. Clear the area and defeat all of the aberrants. Okay. Let's check it out. Oh, is that what these things are called? Fontaine aberrants. Interesting. Oh, there are actually like two different kinds of things.
Let's get it on! Hi!
Hold the line.
Surprise!
Here comes the finale.
Easy peasy. Interesting. Oh, get my health back. Get my health back. Ta-da! Right. Alright, let's see where the next one is. Are you underwater? No, you don't have the underwater symbol. I guess we'll check it out above ground. So this is... Oh, I can't remember what this line is called. So there are a couple of, like... Oh. I think this one won't be on the map later, so I'm gonna put a little pin there. Check on you later. Alright. I mean, we can talk to her now. Let's see what she's thinking. Guiharu. It can't be, it can't be. What are you doing? No, I swear I didn't do anything. Please don't hurt me. There's like a gendarme next to you. What are you talking about? Why would we want to hurt you? I don't know, but I also don't know that you won't really hurt me. You're not making any sense. Oh, I've got it. It must be because I discovered your secret, right? I took the newspaper that your secret letter hidden inside of it inside the coffee shop. Or because I accidentally discovered your passphrase. Wait a moment, could it be that that fish I ate last night? I say, the reason the fish had so few bones is because you'd already deboned the fish. Ah, yes, you wished to use the difference in the number of those bones in each fish to send a message, but I accidentally bought this one and brought it back home with me. What the heck is this guy talking about? Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. I won't hurt you. You really aren't going to hurt me? What's with you? We've only just met you. Why would we want to hurt you? Really? I'm glad. I'm really sorry. How embarrassing. I've been working really hard on the detective novel recently, but I still don't know what methodology the criminal should use to commit the crime. And because I am always overthinking things, so, now when I look at anything, my first reaction is to consider how it could be used to, commit crimes. That's why I was so nervous just now. I truly am sorry. Maybe I've become what they call, paranoid now. I was about to ride the aquabus into the city for a cup of coffee, but when I saw the aquabus running, I immediately saw countless possibilities, all the ways I could be killed on the aquabus. I simply didn't dare to board. You said it yourself. It was only paranoia. That may be so, but I simply cannot stop thinking about it. And the more I think about it, the more afraid I become. I'll accompany you. Really? Amazing, but what if the people who want to hurt me hurt you? Try to relax. Come on, stop overthinking it. No matter what the problem is, milady can handle it. Easy peasy. I like that phrase too. Danger lurks everywhere in Fontaine. Talk to Guiharu. Head to the vicinity of the aquabus. Uh-oh. Fuck. I wondered if this was what's going to happen. I was trying to get past this area. I should have just gone around. The aquabus is just over there. We'll board together in a bit. Please let me actually board the damn aquabus. I wonder what will happen if I just move on. Ah! Why are you crouching on the ground holding your head? Why did you hit your head or something? Is there anything... But there isn't anything here to hit your head. Where's our driver? Shh, get over here. Lie down next to me. It's dangerous here. Here we go again. This aquabus doesn't have any kind of barrier on top. If you place 2 poles on either side and run fishing line between them, then the aquabus passes through the fishing line will suddenly become a knife that... Ah, stop it. Don't say anything more. No, you haven't even... You don't even need 2 poles. 1 would be enough. If you just hung some fishing line on it, the hook just dangling there, then the people on the aquabus would be naturally hooked and left hanging in the air. Then... Not listening, not listening, not listening! Paimon's not listening! La 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 la! After listening to her this whole time, even Paimon's getting kind of scared. Let's get off the aquabus as soon as we arrive at the station, alright? You carefully disembark with Kuihara. Nothing happened. I'm still alive. Wonderful. Of course we're fine. We said it was all your paranoia. No, we still have not yet reached our destination. It's far too early for such a conclusion. What? We must hurry, just in case. I'll call the lift. I'll track this quest. I seem to be in it now. I was trying to do these. Danger lurks everywhere. Oh, go to the cafe. It's down. Oh, well, this is easy. Because, hey, they occasionally will try to be like, well, I can go down the ground floor. Main hall. You know, sometimes you try for verisimilitude and like you actually walk from place to place and it matters and, oh, the thing rotates. But, honestly, this game, when you're escorting somebody, you can just teleport there. Because that's just pleasant and quaint. I love this little, I think this place is gorgeous. It somehow reminds me of, like, it's too exaggerated. Also, it's extremely Rapture. But there's a train station it reminds me of. I can't remember where it was, though. I've been to too many train stations. Okay, let's see what happens. Hello, little Gardamek. Why are you hiding again? There's nothing around here. You can't see that Gardamek right in front of us? And? Shh, quick! Get out of there! What if it goes out of control? Or maybe its power core will suddenly explode, or someone controlling it remotely will use it to attack us. That has happened to me before. I have really hot friends who took care of it. It looks completely normal to me. That's exactly what makes me so scared. A mecha that is operating normally suddenly losing control, and then some poor unfortunate sop suddenly losing their life. A sop like me? Nobody would even be held responsible for such a thing. Perhaps the true culprit would never be found. No, it's simply too dangerous. It already left. You can come out now. Oh, it didn't go out of control? Truly unexpected. Our lives have been spared again. It wasn't going to go berserk in the first place. Capiche? What was I thinking of? Was more of an intentional accident. Wait, but criminal events without a culprit, a crime with no individual will be held solely responsible for. That's it! Inspiration is struck. Quickly! To the cafe! I must write it down. I really want to see this lady operate a typewriter. Hey, slow down! Aren't you worried someone will toss a rock and trip you up or something? Paimon, do not encourage her. She has a problem. This is not going to be the way to get to the cafe. Don't mind me, kids. Just a magician running through the streets. It's going to be the next floor up. Oh no, it's great. Here's the cafe. Hello, Mint. You're adorable. I think Mint just French for mint. Ah, right. It's true. We've already finished drinking. Well, thank you, milady, and thank you for escorting me here. You say escort, but all we did was walk with you here. We didn't do anything. Nothing bad happened, and you encountered no danger. Yes, it appears I was really overthinking it. This coffee is really great. Ha ha! So, do you think it's poisoned? Would it kill you not to say things for like 2 seconds? Stop saying that kind of baloney. We finished drinking already and we're fine, right? No. Perhaps it's a special sort of poisoning. This actually happened to us earlier is kind of the funny thing. First, the poisoner mixes a kind of medicine into our coffee. Drinking the medicine alone will have no effect whatsoever on the victim. After we have finished our poison drinks and gone home, the poisoner will follow us. And as we sleep, you will enter our room and mix a second kind of medicine into your water bottle. The next day, after out and about, you take a drink from your water bottle. Then the two medicines will mix and react within your body. And then will... The sound of hurried footsteps suddenly draws near. Arouette, manager, Café Lucerne. My dear customer, just what are you saying? Coffee? Poisoned? Please do not make such jests in my establishment. Should your japes affect the other customers, I shall have to ask you to leave. Guiharo apologized to Arouette in a panic and explains her situation. By way of apology, Guiharo buys another 3 cups of coffee. You watched him make that coffee this time. There's no way you could have a problem with it. Stop imagining things. I know, but I find a lot of inspiration along the way. If I just put it all together, I'm sure I can think of how the perfect crime, one that leaves no trace, could be committed. After I finish writing the book, I'll be sure to send you a copy. But before that, let me finish this cup of coffee. This cup of coffee? Milady, do you think... Is it at all possible? Just stop right there! Could this cup itself have poison on it? And she's gone. She's become a man. Alright. Well, congrats. Okay.
Tea here just keeps getting...
For realsies this time. For actual realsies. Track this. Teleport here. Crying out loud. Turn around. Don't trust the direction the camera faced you. Go this way. Give a wide berth to that strange area over there. Not a wide berth, a wide berth. Of course you understood me. Now you're just trying to be strange. Alright. Ah. Lynette. Sorry, I didn't realize which one you were on. Hill.
Stefana! Allow me!
You're dead meat!
God, I love her. People are all like, oh, she's really poorly balanced. Oh! Whoa. I found a good little combination of Numa and Uzias over here. Okay. So we got a light and a dark character on the team. There's like there's a Numa orb up there. There's going to be an Uzia orb. Looks like it's on the ground. But instead, if we can go over here, I can be like, hey, you've got a weird thing on your shoulder. I'm fucking sick of it. But it didn't quite strike the right spot. Oh, excuse me?
Hold the line!
Cue the spotlight! Buckle up!
There, we broke it that time. You just have to land the right shot. Hey, you. Buddy? Buddy? Shut down. Voila.
And voila!
Okay. Well, now that we've done that. Oh, it's gonna be 6 seconds. So I can't do this right away. So he can only do that every 6 seconds to get the little
Step right up.
bonus hit. But it comes back quick enough. So yes, they put the keys into the environment, but you can also just have the keys on your character, and I think that's really sweet. It's a really
Guess
good way of
this'll go
doing
into
it.
my
It's
magic
faster to do it this way, of course. But
Now
give
disappear.
me my health back. Alright. I will probably do a separate stream where I go through like my favorite character, I'm gonna put go through my favorite character mechanics, and I'll cover what's going on with Child. If you may have noticed, he's a little strange. That'll be different.
Let's rebuild!
Become Cat.
Let's get this show on the road!
Detonate. Good job. You're done. And you're done.
Voila!
Love doing it. Just love it. Love having a powerful finisher to use on people. Video games should have that more often. Now, destroy all of the bullet barnacles. Is this a good one to get to? Yeah, it looks fine. Some of the underwater spots that look like they're near to a thing aren't near to a thing because they're like in a deeper cavern level. Alright. So I've got a little destroy all the bullet barnacles, which I will need this little armor guy for. Thank you, buddy. Where are they? Oh my god. Don't get crabby, it says. Here, target me. Easy peasy. Alright. Any other puzzles in the immediate area? What's interesting is in the main quest, we actually went through here and there was a secret. This, like, replaced the back wall here with a whirlpool and there was, like, a secret dungeon in there. I like it when they do stuff like that. Here, everybody get full health. I think you're all at full health, but there you go anyway, kids. Poshekta? Oh, that's a treasure chest. That's an expensive one. I need to find a slash boy. Hey! You're the right species. There you are. Come here, slash boy. No. We want to read some slash fanfiction. What are you doing? There we go. We go. Oh, these guys are protecting it, I see. Fine. Oh, they got tons of hit points, huh? Both shooting at once, huh? Alright. What I like about this one is it can go through 2 guys at once. Got a pretty good rate of fire. You just wang jangle people and they're done. Alright, wait, you drop treasure. Of course. Want some rye? Of course you do. That's a joke for my family only. Okay, so these are blinking, so... Oh, and that one's going up and down. Nice. So I'm gonna line up with the other 2. Maybe a little lower. Line up with the other 2, and boop! Should have done it. There we go. Precious cheese. Yum. Alright. Complete the time trial challenge. Okay, I'll teleport up here. We're near Poisson, which is one of my favorite locations in the game. I think it's really pretty. Hold on. I know what those flowers are going to be. I need these to level up the net. See that? Yeah. I saw them on the radar and I just remembered this is the spot. Right. I'm not like psychic or have memorized a bunch of the video game. Oh my god! Good job, kid. I was out of stamina, so ow.
Stay calm, stay calm.
For attacking me, you die. Let's go. Swift Slayer. Alright. Hey, friends.
Look alive!
And she hit it with shadow energy, so it shut down its little attack. Oh, her attack does not come back very quickly.
Over here!
Step right up. A round of applause.
Be amazed! You asked for it! Let's get it on! Hi!
Goodbye, buddy. Easy peasy. We've completed all of our commissions, I think. Yep, sure have. Use a total of 150 original resin. I'm gonna go back to town and do that. But I'm going to craft myself some double rewards for tomorrow, because tomorrow Lynette's Talent Dungeon is available. I'm gonna do that. I should look into... This is the thing you can craft to get double rewards from an activity. It actually, you break even as far as like the energy use in this game, but it allows you to just have to
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
And it lets you also carry them onto the next day.
commissions.
Thank you.
Ad Astra.
Anything else you got to share? Oh, I've already asked that question. Catherine's a great character. And she doesn't seem like she'd be a great character until a lot of stuff has happened. Oh, I said I would show you the thing. I need to go to the Statue of the Seven because I'm carrying like 1,000,000 hydroculi. That's not true. It's like 40. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Hello, statue. Statue says hello back. Troubling. I'm gonna worship the statue. That's not what I'm doing. I would never. No gods or kings, only man. So I put these hydroculi in and it sort of heals the statue. And the statue gives me praises. So that got it all the way up to level 3. So I skipped level 2 entirely. How nice. Got a bunch of primos from that. I should go. Oh, and I got a constellation for Water Traveler. Which is kind of a rude thing because she's terrible. But I love her. So maybe I'm thinking I might at some point do a build for her to not make her like incredible, but to keep her around in a team that would be fun to play in. Her water gun is so goofy. It's just so nice. Right, I'm gonna offer those. Get a pull out of this. Not a 10 pull, which is what I tend to do. So I'll wait until I have a full 10 pull. 2 from there. Got some resin. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see. Grab that. Nice. Alright. I know when I was in Brianna's session, I saw that they left a special coin in here. I must have grabbed it in my own world. I think that's going to do it for today. It's kind of a good place to sign off. My favorite new boss is right there. So let's go take a look at that.
Surprise!
So this is such a weird little thing that they've done. I promise this is the last thing I show them, and I'll go to bed like a responsible person. I'll get ready for bed, really. So these are these sweet little ice skater robots. And usually when you go to a boss arena, and you can see that there's a little boss arena there, they attack you, but these guys are just like having a grand old time. Here is their designer, Maliardet. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, so I do my best. Do we want to take part in the Icewind Suite? We get to pick which one of them is the lead in the dance, and that results in a different, essentially, color reward. If we do the Dirge of Capellia, then the lady robot, because of course they have to invent, if they're going to make robots look like people, they gotta invent gender. So, that'll give us dark energy, because women are dark energy. And then you can try to become the nemesis of Capellius as their dance. And that'll put the man in the lead, and he will drop light stuff, because he's a soldier of light. And that's just the way things are. We can't escape gender. Gender just kind of gets us. Always gets you in the end. And with that in mind, I'm going to set this man on fire for gendering the robots. And I think I'll stand on a throne and say goodbye to everyone. Alright. Let's do. Thank you all very much for joining me for the stream. It was lovely to spend this time with all of you. We will leave these Genshins to their Genshining. And we'll say you all a good night. I will probably stream one more time this week before Friday, and then on Friday I'm definitely going to stream me getting fucked up by a new FromSoft game. I love giant robots. I have not played a Armored Core game in over 10 years. It's very hard to get them without an emulator because they just don't release on PC for some fucking reason. But Fires of Rubicon coming out on Friday. It is on PC. So I will stream as sort of first impressions. I usually don't like streaming games I don't know. I like to be familiar with them, so usually I'll play through a little bit. But for the first time in the history of this channel, of the history of Mystery, I will play a game I have never played before. Ooh. Alright. So, I send my love to all of you. Mwah, mwah. Take care, and I will see you later.